Hey, hey, TGI Friday, everybody. Here we are, living the good life on a Friday. It's going to be my fifth work day in a row. Then I'm going to be off for a couple days. Uh, that's always nice. That's a rare thing. I had 2 days off last weekend after working six, and I had a lot of plans, but we were supposed to get an afternoon storm, and it turned into a monsoon. That lasted probably a good 4 5 hours, whatever it was, and it was coming down sideways. But here we are. I'm just chilling down by the river. Uh, Nothing written down as far as notes, what have you. Um, but I'll tell you what happened on yesterday, Thursday, that really ticked me off. Um, Money's been tight as it always is, and my insurance was going to expire today at like right after midnight, 0001. So I had to make my van payment, the insurance payment. I had to make that yesterday was the last day uh, to pay that without major repercussions. So I go to the local insurance place and I literally wait for an hour and a half. They're shorthanded. The one lady was having issues. Her computer kept crashing. There was a guy who literally walked in like 3 seconds before me, so he was ahead. Um, I paid my insurance there before by check, and that's what I was going to do because I knew it wouldn't process for a day or two if I did it that way. So that was going to save me. So literally wait for an hour and a half patiently. Uh, the person on the phone was dumber than a box of rocks, and the guy in front of me, he was in the same category. But I finally get my turn, and the lady looks up my information and was gonna, I'm just confirming who I make the check out to. She goes, "Oh, we don't take checks," and I said, "Well, you've taken them before." No, we have a new safe, and we don't. I'm like, oh my god! I just waited to hear for an hour and a half to find out. Allegedly, they don't take checks. I kind of have my thoughts about that lady, but the other lady I dealt with in the past was Melinda. You're always first. Thank you. So then I pull out in the parking lot and have to do the payment online. And at least they had a prompt to pay with the check. I paid, go straight to the fitness center, and as I'm walking in, they're calling me, and I missed the phone calls. I tried, so I'm freaking out, thinking something went wrong because I didn't have the amount, all that amount in the checking account. Uh, it still hasn't processed yet today, which is good to a degree. Um, but I'm really nervous about the insurance because that's been a 30-day worry every month. But so I just called the insurance company. I'm still in good standing, even though the thing hasn't processed yet. So maybe it'll process tonight or whatever. But that's kind of important. Um, Trying to figure out which avenue I need to go. Take a little bit more money out and hope my bank covers it, which they should. Anything up to $100, they'll cover in the negative. So I may have to go that route. I don't like doing that, but it's sometimes, I need money for other things, mainly survival, food. But then I get a text today. Um, One of the best workers we have who works, he has a rotating shift schedule. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, he works 8 to 5 p.m. Central Time. And he's missing. He's didn't show up for work. He's very reliable. Hopefully, it's just a situation where he lost his phone or his phone is dead, or he's a gamer and a streamer type guy, so they tend to stay up late. So maybe he just overslept, and that's the case. Something happened with his phone. Hopefully there's nothing tragic in the family. Today we get our delivery at work. Hey, Jamie, you two are always first. Jamie, I got to tell you, you're always number two. Jamie or Melinda's always number one. You got to step up your game. But anyway, so it truck days are always difficult. We've been shorthanded as it is. If we're shorthanded again today all day, it's just going to make things super difficult. You just, it's like trying to put 10 pounds of poop in a 5 pound bag. It just gets a little messy. You know what I mean? But so I want to tell you a story. I started to, not started to, I recorded a video the other day. Oh, it's been about 4 or 5 days now, and I never did release it. I felt uneasy about it. I feel a little more comfortable talking about it today. I was hoping I was going to have more facts. I really don't have much more facts, but something terrible happened. I'm at the park. I always hang out in Milton, Florida. I'm about 200 yards from the entrance. A lot of times I park real close to the bridge down there, and I'm trying to remember what day it was, Sunday or Monday. I was sitting there just chilling out, looking at my phone, and in my rearview mirror, I saw 3 police cars going in a row in this park. So I'm thinking that's kind of odd because usually the police never come in here. They only come in here if they're looking for somebody or they were like dispatched here for a problem, whatever. Anyway, about an hour later, I go to leave the park, and literally there's a place I've nicknamed called Eagles Landing. And I go to leave the park, and as I'm leaving the park, Eagles Landing is about 50 yards from what I'm about to tell you. I noticed. As I get to the exit of this Russell Harbor Landing, there's 5 or 6 police cars, crime scene unit, and everything. And come to find out, there was allegedly a homicide there. While I was chilling at the park, somebody discovered a body. I don't know anything more about that. Allegedly, it was a homeless person. So in some of my recent videos, I've been talked about being approached here in this park by homeless people. And that little location where they found this body has been known to be a homeless camp right there in that little wooded area, right by the bridge, right behind some billboards. So it's weird. I feel like I'm always nervous about being approached. I don't have a problem helping homeless people. I just feel awkward when I'm approached because you have to think in terms of safety. So when I was approached recently by some new homeless people, I'm praying and hoping they were not the victim or they were not the perpetrator of that horrific act. So it's been a weird week. I've been really talk about being poor and famished. The last 3 weeks have been so brutal. I may have the same fate coming this week if I don't adjust my finances. But I'm trying to make sure my insurance is paid for. With that being said, it's a beautiful day. The temperatures are gradually starting to drop. I hope in 3 weeks it's a lot better. The high is only supposed to be around 90 today. It's been consistently 95, 96 for a while. It seems like the weekend's going to be 90 or 91 for the high. That's not including the heat index, but just thought I'd say hi and see what people are up to. Just trying to get by. Just haven't really done many outside videos. The heat was kind of bad there for a while. Just trying to regroup. Just that, chilling. What's everybody have to report? What's everybody been doing? That's it. Just wanted to say hi. So the trouble in paradise, somebody lost their life. I was really worried about my insurance. I'm still worried about it until I know everything clears and smooth sailing from here on out. I just found out too, the balance of my insurance for this policy is only, if this, once this clears, if it clears okay, is only like $250. So I'm not sure what's going to happen if I get a lull period, or I got to pay a larger sum to renew the policy. I don't know. We'll figure that out, but that's always good. Oh, the other thing, I'm still waiting to get an answer on Social Security so I can start my benefits. They said it would take up to 30 days in most cases. That was August 5th when I applied. Today we're the 23rd. So I probably have about another week or so to find out on that, what's going to happen. It's in phase 2 of 3 phases. So I'm waiting to find out, am I going to have to submit some type of documentation for them to get that going? But if everything went well, my first payment would be September 25th that I desperately need. If, depending on what they need, hopefully I can get everything in time to get that payment, which would be like, just about a month out. That could change things. And then I have $1,000 left on the van, so just, I'm trying to get there, but it's just so many things. Like I need breaks desperately on this, and I'm praying that I have no more vehicle failures. Just trying to get by. I just feel like that, I'm waiting for that dangling carrot, and usually that's when stuff happens. So just wanted to say hi. I feel like I'm neglecting my friends. Uh, Only watched a little bit of YouTube here lately. I usually do it late at night after work. Um, all goes well. Um, Depending on what my financial situation is, I could go out to Mystic Springs, do some stuff out there. Just it gets a little more expensive to go out there, even though it's free camping. It's just the distance, the expenses for food and ice and all those little things add up real quick. So I really try and budget myself to make it through the week, so I don't have to starve as much as I've had to lately. Um, I may do some things locally that would make it a little more cheap, and that really wouldn't include overnight camping, but I really want to do that. I want to get my blaze on. So I may not know till tomorrow morning what direction I'm going to go, literally what direction, what my plans are. Um, but I've got some thoughts. I really want to. I love Guest Lake Park. That place is beautiful. I'm so addicted to that place. I may just go back there and do some cooking and just chill out, because that is probably one of my favorite tranquility spots. Haven't really done a good outdoor cooking video, so I may do a couple if everything goes well. Um, I don't know. It's everything comes down to what happens with the insurance here. That would, if everything doesn't work out with the insurance, that would change my week in a bad way, real bad way. But I'm rambling now. I'm sorry. Hope everybody's doing well. Next weekend is going to be a holiday weekend, so keep that in mind. Uh, there's a good chance I'll be working that Monday, that Labor Day, which would give me time and a half. That would be good. I would love to have 3 days off in a row. Chances are that's not going to happen. Uh, that's it. Tell me what's happening in your world, any new channels you discover. Um, anyway, that's it. Time for me to say goodbye, because I'm rambling. All right, folks. Nice talking to you. I'm still alive. Imagine that. Woo, doggy.